Thank you for joining me for this demonstration where I will show you how DocRead and DocSurvey can help you make compliance simple. I will show you how DocRead and DocSurvey can be used to target policies, procedures, and any other important content stored in your SharePoint sites to the correct members of staff and to track when that content has been read, acknowledged, and fully understood to ensure you stay compliant. In this example, I'm taking the role of a compliance manager that's going to target a policy called electricity at work to all of our warehouse employees. To do this, I first navigate to the SharePoint list or library that contains the policy, select the one that I want, open the information panel, and click Edit All to see all of the properties associated with the electricity at work policy. All of the normal fields you use in SharePoint will be displayed along with the DocRead specific required and recommended audience fields. Here you'll use the DocRead audience fields to specify the group of users you want to target the policy to. You should use required audiences for users where their role requires them to have full knowledge of the policy, and it's essential that they read and acknowledge it within a specific period of time. And use recommended audiences for those users where it's useful to have the knowledge about the policy. DocRead will then automatically create and assign reading tasks to users in those audiences and send email reminders to users in the required audiences field to notify them when reading tasks are created, become overdue, and also confirm that they've been completed. I'm going to target the warehouse SharePoint group. You can find them by typing in the name of the group or searching using the People Picker options. The acknowledgement period shows the number of days each user has to complete the task. The reading tasks are normally created automatically by a timer job that you can schedule whenever is convenient. However, we can also manually create them by going to Site Settings, looking for the DocRead menu, and choosing Process Site Reading Tasks. Confirm that you want to proceed, and this will take a few seconds to actually complete. Now let's look at DocRead from an end user's point of view. In this example, Ezra is logged into SharePoint and currently viewing the Policies and Procedures portal where we are using two DocRead web parts. The first, called My Reading Tasks, is a table and shows Ezra all of the items that he needs to read, including the electricity at work policy I've just assigned. This is literally a list of all items, and a colour-coordinated icon gives Ezra an indication of the reading status. Green icons show that the item has been completed. Yellow or amber items show that the item has been assigned but not completed. Red icons indicate that they're overdue, so they should have been completed a while ago. Blue icons illustrate that this is a recommended task, so you can distinguish between items that are essential and other information that's nice to have and could be very useful, but are not specifically needed to ensure that you remain compliant. This My Reading Task web part gives Ezra all of the items that are relevant to him in one nice, easy place for him to find and complete at a time that's convenient for him. The second web part is the My Compliance Status pie chart that displays the same information in a graphical format. In this instance, it has been filtered to only show the items that are required, so it excludes the blue recommended item. So it gives him a better idea of how he's doing with his compliance tasks and how up to date he is. Now let's look at how easy it is for Ezra to complete a task issued by DocRead. Let's have a look at the electricity by work policy. All Ezra needs to do is click on the item he wants to complete, and this will open up the DocRead task window. It opens with a variety of tabs, But the confirmation page is arguably the most important one, as this is where Ezra needs to go to complete the task. You'll notice that we have a terms and conditions statement that Ezra will need to agree. This can be configured to convey whatever corporate message you need. In this instance, we are simply asking that Ezra reads the document and confirms that he's done so. Now, at the moment, the I agree button and confirmation button are not available, and that's because we're using the first force feature of DocRead to ensure that Ezra actually clicks on the link to view the item and open it up. Now, this can be done either by clicking on the icon at the top of the page or by using the view document link. Either way, the item will open up, Ezra has the chance to read it thoroughly, and then when he closes that down, he can then check the I agree box and confirm that he's done the task. The reading status now changes to be reading completed. We have a green flash at the top of this reading window, and I don't know if you noticed, but also in the background, the pie chart automatically updated to show he's now got another completed task. And also the table below now has the electricity at work document with a green completed tick. Now the task is completed, on the receipts page, you'll notice that a formal acknowledgement of the completed task is available. It shows the time and date that the task was actually completed. And if the user clicks on it, a certificate opens that can be kept by the user as proof they completed the specific task. This can be exported or printed, but there's no real need for this as DocRead keeps these records so the user can access them at any point in the future. No matter what type of item that is assigned by DocRead, it could be a policy, document, video, or survey, they are all completed in the same way. You can even combine a few competency-based questions or a test with the task to ensure that the user has understood the information correctly or achieved a certain pass mark. And Doc Survey gives you these quiz and question options. Now let's move on and take a look at the DocRead reporting options. To do this, I need to log in as a DocRead administrator. As an administrator, I can access these reports by going to Site Settings and then from the DocRead menu, choosing the reporting option. This will open the site reading dashboard page and will give an overview of all of the DocRead tasks that have been created for documents on this site. The top section shows the number of tasks by status, so we can see the number of tasks that have been assigned, completed, and also are overdue. The next three sections each display the top 5 items for each reading status and are clickable if you want to drill down to find more information about them. The site reading report shows a list of all of the reading tasks on the site. The parameters at the top can be used to filter the results to help you find specific items. The site receipts report provides access to all of the positive receipts that are generated when a user completes a task, and also the negative receipts that confirm why a task was not completed. The audiences report is really awesome in providing a helicopter view of all of the items that have been assigned using DocRead. It's really helpful to make sure that all of the items you want to have been assigned to the correct audience, but it also can be ensured that nothing is being shared that shouldn't be. There are similar reports for tasks generated for the site collection and also libraries within a site. Now, if I look at my team reports, these are blank for me because I'm not a team manager. I'm just a DocRead administrator, which gives me access to the general reports. So let's take a look at what Walt, our warehouse manager, can see. When he logs in, he can still see the same My Reading tasks and My Compliance status, both of which show him the personal tasks that he's been required to do. But when he goes to the Site Settings option, he doesn't see as many options as I did when I was an administrator. But these reflect his personal SharePoint and DocRead permission settings. So if he chooses the reporting option from the DocRead menu, he now can only see the line manager reports because he is not a DocRead administrator, so doesn't have access to the DocRead administrator reports. The line manager reports use Active Directory manager structure to only display reading tasks that have been assigned to a member of staff that Walt manages. This helps him focus on his team's performance and can ensure that he keeps his team up to date with their compliance tasks. The team reading dashboard and the team members dashboard both show the same information. A total of 48 tasks have been assigned to his team, but one report is analysed by reading task and the other is analysed by person. The team detail report shows a list of all of the tasks with the parameters again providing options for filtering the results shown. So we can see that the electricity at work item I assigned earlier in this demo was received by all 3 of his team members. However, only Ezra so far has completed that task. Thank you so much for watching this demonstration. If you would like more information, please don't hesitate to get in touch.